It's one of the wildest paradoxes of human nature. You'll run to a doctor for a common cold, but you'll live with a sick bank account for years, treating it not like a temporary condition, but like a life sentence. For so long, you've probably seen this financial struggle as an intrinsic part of your identity, a personal flaw that just won't heal. You feel that deep ache of unworthiness, that nagging voice telling you that lack is just who you are. You look at your circumstances and see a diagnosis that feels final, believing that poverty is woven into the very fabric of your being. And honestly, it's a brilliant, tragic performance we all put on, mistaking the symptom for the self and the reflection for the reality. But today, we are rewriting that prescription. We are going to become our own specialists by exploring the converging wisdom of two absolute masters of mind and money. We'll start with the profound diagnosis from the mystic Neville Goddard, who revealed that your entire world is simply you, pushed out, reflecting your inner state. Then, we will apply the radical cure from the one and only Reverend Ike, whose philosophy was a powerful, liberating command: get out of the ghetto of your own mind. We will unite Neville's deep internal vision with Ike's magnificent external boldness. Because here's the truth we are uncovering together. True, lasting wealth is not just about thinking rich or acting rich. It is a complete and unified state of being. This is the art of manifestation at its most powerful. It is the fusion of a healed self-image on the inside with the unapologetic claim of your divine inheritance on the outside, where your inner world and outer world finally agree that you are, and always were, meant to be outrageously prosperous. So how do we arrive at this unified state? First, we have to understand why the inner and outer worlds are in disagreement to begin with. Neville's diagnosis is both stunningly simple and hilariously humbling. He tells us that the entire cast and crew of your reality, from your boss to your banker to the grumpy barista who always messes up your order, is just you, pushed out. Your world is a giant cosmic movie theater, and your consciousness is the projector. The problem is, most of us have forgotten we're the projectionist. We're treating our imagination like an unsupervised intern who keeps loading the wrong film. You've got a film reel in there titled Barely Getting By, a gritty documentary you directed years ago based on a belief that you weren't good enough. The projector of your subconscious, being the loyal but mindless machine that it is, just keeps playing it on a loop. So you sit in the audience of your own life, munching stale popcorn, booing the villain on screen, and complaining about the predictable tragic plot, completely forgetting that you are the one running the show from the projection booth. You're mad at the shadow, not the source. This is precisely where the magnificent Reverend Ike kicks open the door to the projection booth, flips on the lights, and bellows, "What is this garbage you're watching?" He saw the same truth as Neville, but with the flair of a Broadway producer. His command to get out of the ghetto was never about a physical location. It was a demand to get out of the mental projection booth that was stuck playing the film of lack. He was telling you to stop identifying with the broke character on the screen and remember you're the director with an infinite film budget. This is the game we are now going to play. It's not hard work, it's creative direction. If you're enjoying this little trip to the cosmic cinema, and you're ready to start directing your own blockbuster life, do me a favor and hit that like button, and subscribe for more. Your only job is to stop the rerun. You must consciously go into the film library of your imagination, toss out the Struggle Street series, and deliberately load the reel for Outrageously Prosperous and Loving It. You play this new film in the theater of your mind. This is the art of living in the end. You feel the feelings of the final, glorious scene until that becomes the only movie you're interested in watching. The projector has no choice but to comply. The screen of your world has no choice but to reflect the new story. And this is where so many people drop the ball. You feel all delicious and prosperous in your quiet meditation. You see the new film playing in your mind. And then you get up and walk right back into the world with that same old apologetic slump. You can't stay in the projection booth forever, darling. You have to walk out into the lobby and act like you own the whole darn theater. Because you do. This is the glorious, radical psychology of Reverend Ike. He demanded that you not only change your mind, but that you change your walk, your talk, and your whole attitude. Get out of the ghetto of your mind, yes, but then you have to get the ghetto out of your walk. Stop shuffling your feet like you're trying to sneak past a bill collector you owe money to. You are here to collect your good. Lift your head. Pull your shoulders back. Walk into a room not like you're apologizing for taking up space, but like your arrival is the main event everyone's been waiting for. And for heaven's sake, stop the poverty talk. It is the most boring, uninspired conversation on planet Earth. When someone asks you how you are, the universe is leaning in to listen. And what do you give it? A laundry list of your aches, your pains, your lacks, and how high the gas prices are. You are praying without ceasing for more things to complain about. Stop it. From now on, when someone asks how you are, you look them in the eye and you say, "I am absolutely wonderful, and it gets better every minute." This isn't about being a phony. It's about being congruent. It's about giving that inner feeling of spiritual wealth a body to live in. You can't feel like a millionaire in your imagination and then go to a restaurant and immediately scan the right side of the menu for the cheapest thing. What a confused signal to send. You're telling the cosmos, "I believe in abundance, but my belief only costs $9.95. Your healed self-image requires you to act with dignity. You are a child of a rich God, so stop acting like a cosmic orphan. What's one of these little poverty habits you're ready to drop right now? Let me know in the comments. Let's call it out so we can kick it out. You have to carry yourself with the air of someone who is expecting good things. You are dressing for the job you want, the income you want, the life you want. You don't have to wear a tuxedo to the grocery store, but you can't show up dressed in your doubts. Iron your shirt, shine your shoes, put on a little lipstick or a nice watch. Your outer self is the costume for the role your inner self is playing. Make sure they're in the same magnificent production. Now, this is the part where you are most likely to fail. I need you to listen to me and listen carefully. Because you will do the inner work, you will feel the reality of your new prosperous self. You will even start walking and talking like the magnificent being you are. And then you will look. Oh, you know what I mean. You'll have a moment of pure, unshakable faith. And 2 minutes later, you're whipping out your phone, squinting at your banking app, and your heart will sink because the numbers haven't changed. Gotcha. The old reality just sucker punched you. This is the great test. This is where the universe checks to see if you really mean it. The time gap between planting the seed of your new self-concept and the harvest appearing in your world is where most people give up. They fall victim to the silliest, most self-sabotaging human habits. You'll refresh your email 100 times an hour, waiting for that one message that proves it's working. You'll start mentally rehearsing arguments with bill collectors again. You'll hear a friend complain about money, and immediately, your mind will snap back into that old, familiar groove of lack, thinking, "See, that's the real world." This is where you must practice what Neville called persistence in the assumption, and what Reverend Ike would call a stubborn refusal to look at the ghetto. It is the spiritual discipline of denying the senses. When your eyes see a low bank balance, you must have the audacity to say, "That's a lie. That's old data from a life I no longer lead." When your ears hear someone talking about recession, you cover your spiritual ears and say, "Not in my economy." This isn't delusion, it's loyalty. You are being loyal to the unseen reality you have created within. Think of it this way. You have planted a seed in the soil of your subconscious. It is a seed of infinite wealth and abundance. Now, what kind of a foolish farmer would go out the next day, dig up the seed to see if it's sprouting, find nothing, and declare the whole process a failure? You would call that farmer an idiot. Yet, that is exactly what you are doing every time you check your 3D world for proof, and then panic when it's not there yet. Your job is not to look for the evidence. Your job is to be the evidence. The seed is germinating in the dark. It is pushing through layers of old beliefs and conditioned doubts. You must trust the process. Your persistence is the water and the sunlight. Your doubt is the poison that kills the seed before it ever has a chance to break ground. So stop digging it up. Leave it alone. The harvest is assured if you just stop interfering with the law. So we have the map from Neville and the high-octane fuel from Ike. We know we have to change the film in the projection booth of the mind. And we know we have to walk and talk like we own the theater. We also know that the scariest part is that time delay, that gap where our old reality tries to convince us it's the only one. So how do we bridge that gap? How do we make this new reality so solid that nothing can shake it? We do it with a secret weapon I call the two-step tango of triumph. It is the simplest, most powerful exercise you can do to cure a sick self-image and install a new one. It marries Neville's inner stillness with Ike's outer boldness. It takes less than 2 minutes, but it will fundamentally rewire your entire state of being and transform your subconscious mind. Here is step 1, the inner step. Right now, just for a moment, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. I want you to feel, not just think, but feel the reality of your every desire being fulfilled. What is the feeling of total financial freedom? It's relief. It's security. It's a deep, calm knowing that all is well. Feel that calm in your chest. Feel that relaxation in your shoulders. This is the feeling of your wealthy self. Marinate in it for just a few seconds. Now, step 2, the outer step. Open your eyes. But don't you dare drop that feeling. Hold on to it. How would the person who feels that deep calm and security move? Their shoulders would be back. Their head would be held high. They wouldn't be frantically looking around for threats. They would be calmly observing their kingdom. This is your new posture. You carry that inner feeling into your physical body. You walk from the kitchen to the living room with the dignity of someone who owns it all. This simple tango is your daily practice. It is your new mental diet. The only thing that can stop it is you. Every time you doubt, every time you check your bank account in a panic after feeling so good, you are committing what I call a mental abortion. You are terminating your own beautiful creation just before it takes its first breath. Don't do it. When doubt creeps in, you do the two-step. Feel it inside, then embody it outside. This isn't fake it till you make it. This is be it until you see it. Practice the tango. It is the dance of a healed self, and the world has no choice but to become your dance partner. And so we arrive at the end. But this is not a conclusion. It is your commencement. The prescription has been written, the diagnosis has been overturned, and the cure has been placed directly into your hands. You have seen the truth. There is no one to ask for permission, no gatekeeper to appease, and nothing outside of you that needs to be fixed. You are the sole operant power in your universe. You are the director, the projectionist, and the final authority. Your world is not happening to you, it is responding to you. Your only job now is to live from this power. Your new, permanent affirmation is this: I am the conscious power that feels its wealth so deeply within. It has no choice but to appear without. Say it. Feel it. Live it until it is the only truth you know. If you are ready to fully master this unified state and make this your unshakable reality, then subscribe to this channel. We will continue this glorious work together, mastering the art of a healed self-image. Do it now. Your divine inheritance has waited long enough. It's time to trade in your thermometer for a royal scepter. I am Wealth Mindset.